Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the classroom. I am Professor Phoenix. You know me. I know you. And today, we're playing some Pokemon Emerald. Today's lesson is all about how to swim to the bottom of the ocean in a Pokemon world. The answer? It's Pokemon. It's always Pokemon. The answer is always Pokemon. How are you all doing on this fabulous week? Paradalope, Blizzard, Pokey, greetings all. I hope you are having a fabulous, awesome day. And this is going to be the start of a very long week. I'm very excited to see how this week goes. This will be our last regular stream before things start to get hectic. Or no, I guess that we have the evening stream. But for now, some Pokemon Emerald will be a nice, chill way to start the week. Hopefully. And thank you for all the advice, Pokey. I will certainly take that into consideration. I do have a Gardevoir just ready to rip through things, as you said. And hello to everyone else. Kami, I need you to tell me I can leave the lookout. I don't know. It's all up to Mr. Popo, you know. He's the one who calls shots here. So just keep that in mind. We have an interesting stream ahead of us. I think this is the stream we finally go to the bottom of the ocean, hence why I named it as such. Mr. Popo is the one who asked that. And Kami says, Mr. Popo, you can leave the lookout. And he says, don't tell me what to do. That's right, I remember that. Oh, God, I love Dragon Ball Abridged. We go diving. Excellent, okay. So there are a couple side things we have to do. We have to go back to the puzzle house for one. And I'm actually trying to figure out preparations I'm going to be making for the next section. And I just want to make sure I'm prepared this time. So we've got Spheals, Zubats, Golbats, and that's about it for the first cave. And once we get underwater, there'll be Chinchos, Clampearls, and Railcants. I don't know what that is. All water types, I'm assuming. So this will be the place where my Gardevoir really starts to shine. Then we hit to the abandoned ship. Same thing. And then there is Route 27. I'm just making sure this time because I was so unprepared last time. Pelipper's, Route 128. Water and winged types. Seafloor Cavern. Boy. Oh, this one's gonna have a lot of Zubats and Golbats. So yeah, electric types are gonna do me good here. Hey, Diego Pop, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. I'm just making sure I'm prepared. Oh, I have to prepare for the Team Aqua admins, don't I? Carvana, Zubat. You know, Team Aqua doesn't use as many water types as you would think. You know, even the hideout, they were mostly just using normal types or flying types. I mean, they have the occasional aqua types, but I just want to point out they're not living up to their name as much as they could. And then we have Archie who's probably going to be the boss of this particular stream. He's got a Mightyena, a Sharpedo, and a Crobat. So some water dark types. You want to get the water stone? Yeah, sure, I'll go for it. People have been asking me to upgrade to Ludicolo for a while now, so might as well. Oh, I'll probably, that'll probably be one of the next things we end up doing, because I'm doing a lot of side stuff that I can't resist. Low tide? I don't even know how the tides work. Well, in any case, what's my favorite Pokemon? Right now, it's a toss-up between Charizard and Blaziken. I've always been a fire-type guy. I've loved the starters because they're usually the best. And while I love Charizard because, you know, he's an all-time classic, there's something more awesome about Blaziken, in my opinion. I think he's not only a really cool fire type, but he's a cool fighting fire type, which is just such a cool idea. I got a fever yesterday when I was at school, so I went home early. Oh, I'm sorry, Penguin. I hope that fever's broken, or at least you're feeling better by now. Okay, so I think we've got all of our prep out of the way. I don't think I'll have to make too much preparations for this, so I'll just go ahead and get started. Cool. So yeah, I've been working with audio a little bit. One more thing. I'm going to be dealing with dark types. So Blaziken will be a helpful one here. So I don't think I need to worry too much about ghost types. Yeah, okay, cool. If I focus on my fighting and my lightning types, I'll do just fine in this area. Chuck Norris will obliterate the dark types. I wonder why that is. Why do fighting types have advantage on dark types? Is the idea that in the dark, fighters would be more advantageous? I don't know. What is the logic there? Umbreon and Kyogre are your favorites. Those are really good picks. Umbreon is sick as hell. And to be fair, I haven't met Kyogre, but I love the design. So can't wait to meet them and hopefully eventually catch them. Because Kyogre is 1, cool name, 2, great design, 3, great story. It's just a win all around. It's pretty good against Team Aqua because fighting beats Sharpedo's dark types. Right, so my Blaziken should do just fine here. And I want to make sure you hear it. I hear it. I want to make sure I'm not hearing double. Cool. Otherwise, dark types wouldn't have much weaknesses. I guess that's possible. Yeah, because it doesn't make sense for bugs to have an advantage in the dark, I suppose. Like, that's just a stretch. And this is why you need a light type. This is why you need a new Pokemon type. I'm just saying, it's right there. Alright, you said go to Lily Cove and surf right, so I will do just that. Should probably switch out my Pokemon first. When has a martial artist beaten Satan is the question. So all dark Pokemon are evil? Is that what we're going with? Fighting loses to Psychic because my muscle. Psychic is weak to common, fears, ghost, the dark, the bugs. Fighting beats the dark because show no fear. Interesting. Okay. Dark usually means evil. Granted. But I think that's a little... Now, why is dark weak to bug? That one, that's just impossible. But his shiny form's a bit boring. Yeah, Diego, I'm not gonna lie. Here's my hot take. I think most shinies are kind of ugly. I think there's some really good looking shinies out there. But in general, I'm usually underwhelmed by shiny types because it's usually just a recolor. And especially for legendary types. Legendaries look cool enough as it is, so they almost put no effort into the shiny legendaries. There are exceptions, of course, but almost as a rule, I tend to not like shiny types. Because they do appear to be like, what if we made this pastel? Almost, you know? I like the actual recolor, so it's like, this is what a Gyarados would look like if it was red and cooler. Yveltal looks nice? I don't know what Yveltal is. Have you tried to suplex a bug? Well, yeah, but why? But why does? We're not saying why bug and fighting are against each other. Why is bug strong against dark types? Is the question? Because bugs dominate the dark. Anyway, I think training my shadow was kind of a waste of time. I'm not gonna lie, but that's okay. I'll get my Blaziken back. Tropius is our flyer, so I gotta bring him back. Sunk cost fallacy says we now need Sableye on the final team. Yes, of course. How could I forget the sunk cost fallacy? I've put so much effort into it, I can't give it up now. There's something about Breloom that I still want to make work, and I don't know what it is, but I want to make Breloom work. Same thing with Knight. I've put so much effort into them by now, but they're not really going to help me out here. I don't want Gardevoir to take the whole load, so I'll take Manny as well. I'll put the EXP share on him. He had Spore, he'd be really good. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't have much punch. Doesn't have Mach Punch. I really need to find the guy who reteaches moves. That's the key. I need to find wherever that guy is so I can reteach these moves to the ones who missed it. Right. Dark types, flying types, water types. I guess technically Breloom wouldn't be a bad option here. He's in Fall Harbor Town. You need a heart scale. Spore, Sword Stance, Mach Punch, and Seed Bomb. Breloom would probably be the best movesets. Spore, Sword Stance, Mach Punch. None of which he has, which is just lovely. Okay, so I'll do for now. Remove items. Breloom doesn't get Sword Dance, and Seed Bomb as a special attack. Lovely. Damn it, Gen 3. What are you carrying? A berry? Alright. XP, there you are. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, there we go. I forgot that means they're holding an item. The correct Breloom set is Subseed, Spore, and Focus Punch. Ooh. Alright, so I think Gardevoir should take the lead for now. She's definitely an end game. She's done so much for me, and she's so powerful. She's definitely staying in there. Still, Verdict is out for the other ones. Blaziken obviously is going to be in there. Gyarados I'm starting to cool on, but other than that, he said Surf right. Oh, it's Team Magma. No, don't do it. Oh, not again. I thought this was Lily Cove. Oh, well. I guess I gotta do this little story item first. It's a place with the aqua hideout? Oh, okay. Really can't even... I'm not a mighty Eaton at this point. You can just leave Manetric. Manetric's 27. Manetric would get pwned, unfortunately. We gave you fair warning. There's nothing sneaky about us. Yeah, because that's how this works. Ground type. I forget. Level 28. Okay, I'll bring Manny out. You should use sneaky treachery. Get Manny some much needed levels. I need the rocket fuel so bad. Uh-oh. That's another thing I gotta start memorizing is Pokemon types. Oh, that was a critical? You usually just guess. Yeah, that's true. But with Baltoy, it's like... I'm pretty sure you're a psychic type, but I can't really tell otherwise. And then he uses ground moves like, oh, okay, you're probably a ground type or maybe a rock type. That's a problem with ground and rock types, is that I think they're interchangeable a lot of the time. You're just a liar. I say leave an Etric. You can immediately find two ground types. No, it's all right. Like you said, they're low level. I can deal with them. No one gets past you? Well, we're about to find out how that works. Gotta get to class. But Waterstone, Fly Lilico, Surf Right Takes the double battle, surf by the lower person of the dive spot. Fall down and left to dive up on the shore to rise a blue shard. Okay, thank you, Pokey. I'll make sure to find it. And have fun in class. At the blue shard in the house, look musty and redeem for a blue shard. To the house left of musty. Okay. Waterstone, right? I know what you meant. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Even if it's a Gyarados surf, it's highly effective. Mighty I'll just right, I don't have fighting moves anymore. I forgot about that. God, I replaced it for Slash. Gator Liner, that's like the best grass move you can get for it. Okay. There we go. Do I have Giga Drain? I don't even know. I do, yeah. What's your favorite game? Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire? Or Smogarog Edition? I don't know what that last part says, but to be absolutely fair, I've not played those. I've not played Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire yet. This is actually the second Pokemon game I've ever played, so I'm rather behind when it comes to Pokemon games. But I'd say between this and Silver, the other game I've played, it's pretty clear that this is the superior game. At least from my opinion. Really? That's all I have? I guess I'll use it. Gotta go pick up more sodas once I'm done. Any more of these chumps? Oh dear. Yes! 3 to 1, please. That's not gonna make a difference. Oh, this is gonna go very badly for you. Quite badly, I might add. I lost, but you guys really should have attacked me 3 at once. Isn't this Omega? Oh no, this is Emerald. This is Pokemon Emerald. Paralyze him. Yes. And he confused me. Damn. No. Aw. Waste of a move. Come on, get it through, get it through. Yes. Nice. Why are these guys so low level? Like, I just finished dealing with a level 40 gym. Almost all of the Pokemon in there were level 40. And these guys are all barely above level 30. Still have already even that. Crap, Altoy. Sack, quick attack. What day is the marathon stream? Oh, Duck, I just posted the schedule. It'll be this Saturday. Will be the marathon stream. I speak German. Maruka is German for Emerald. Oh, I see. Okay, that's why I couldn't follow you there. That makes sense. Let's just play it safe and go with I guess Norris. No, I guess Fluffles. Well, doesn't Rayquaza allow you to destroy anybody? kind, please. Three in a row and you still couldn't win. You guys really need an upgrade. Team Magma, what's the point of stealing rocket fuel? Since you're so curious, you deserve an explanation. We're going to jettison the entire load into Mount Chimney. With Groudon gone, we have no need for that slag heap of a mountain. They'll use the fuel's power to make the volcano erupt. It'll be savage. Clear out of the way. Don't you dare interfere. Let's go into battle together. Are you ready? Yes, let's go. Oh, wasn't expecting this. It's just because he's like level 80, while Elite 4 only has up to like level 70. Fair enough. Screw it, I'll do Manny. I hope I don't regret this decision. Matang. Steven! This is a new type of music. Okay. Probably shouldn't have used Manny. I'm realizing that now. But it's okay. Work on taking down Mythical. Ugh. That's embarrassing. No, I have to restart. Well, that's a shame. Hopefully I don't have to do the whole thing over again. That's what I get for going in with friggin' Manetric. Alright, this time I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna pulverize you. Oh my god, I could have entered multiple Pokemon. Oh, I get how it works now. Okay. That was my bad. First person. Kinda wanna pulverize that new Mel. I just got a scam UPS text message saying, "Dear customer, please click here to find out why your pack was delayed." Yeah, that's a pretty common one now. FedEx or Amazon or UPS, please click this to confirm that your message was blah blah blah. Or that you got a refund or something like that. More than 3. Yep, that's the 3. Alright, now that I know what I'm doing, okay, I actually have a fight here. Steel types. Steven's pretty cool. Ooh, excuse me. focus on Mythina. They're more disruptive. Oh! Shame! Two camera ups! If you ever get a flood of emails confirming your subscription, so if you haven't subscribed to your credits, most likely been compromised. Yeah, probably. Okay, let's see. Do I go with just plain damage? Or do I go for the surf type? Well, that's a great question. Methinks I need a surf in here. Do I go for the quad weakness, or... Now I lower your attacks. How does it feel? There. Damn, special defense rose on both of them. The surf isn't going to hit as hard, especially with Gyarados behind it, but it's still super effective, and it hits both at the same time. Good night, time I sleep now. Have a good night, Jago. If I'm saying that right. Jago. Hope you had fun. Hope to see you next time. We'll will these guys down easily. Uh-oh. Super effective, and yet not much damage. This goes to show how tough Gyarados can be. Defense is fairly high. Aha! Should be one more. Ooh, nice. Oh no, there's three more. Okay. Crobat. And Golbat. This is where Zinnia comes into play. And thank you for following, Pop. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. That brings us up to 240, I think. We're getting closer to that 250 on the YouTube side. It's going to be epic. Oh, I got confused. If anything, I'll do Calm Mind, just so that there's no question here. Besides, I'm confused anyway. Crobat is more dangerous. Is Crobat a flying type? Might not be. Either way, that Psychic was dope! He's for sure a poison type. Maybe I should use Psychic, because I know Crobat's a poison type. But it might also be a dark type. It's dark and poison. What happens? It'll just cancel out. Poison flying? Oh, okay. Why would it use a flee move? Yeah, let's go. If it has wings, it's flying usually. Yeah, but I also remember like one of the bats being dark type, so I was like, well, I think it might have been Crobat, but I wasn't sure. But there you go. Swoop it? I don't know, maybe. Maybe it's like one of the Team Aqua Pokemon that's confusing me. And we're back to Mightyena. I could just Thunderbolt you into oblivion. Oh yeah, still confused. The tank's pretty good. WRETRO and Hunter. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look at my guide to see what I'm missing. What's confusing me? Team Aqua, boss fight, Archie, Water Dark, Poison. Oh, you know what? It's because Archie had 2 dark Pokemon next to Crobat. So for some reason, I think I associate Crobat with dark. He has dark moves, but he's not a dark. That was my mistake. So we're good. Yay! There's that subscription coming in. Hell yeah! That's the orange heart of bravery right there. Thunderbolt! And it's over. All I just want to expand the landmass. I'm with our leader. We failed to make the volcano erupt. We failed to control Groudon after we had awoken it. It's our goal to expand the land misguided? Yeah, dude! If we Team Magma are wrong, can my Team Aqua's goal to expand the sea also be equally misguided? Yes! Alright, we will give up on the fuel. There appear to be more important matters that I must examine. That was too tense. Phoenix, thank you. I have something to give you as thanks for your support. Please come see me at home after this. Oh yes, I don't live in Rustboro City. I live right here on this island. Ooh. It's like how Gyarados can learn Crunch, Thunderfang, and Ice Beam. They just have a sudden revelation. Yeah, just because I beat him up, it's like, are we the bad guys? Yes, dude! Is this bad? What do you mean, is the Team Aqua plan misguided? You were their enemies. You already thought it was misguided. What are you talking about? Ugh. Whatevs. Whatevs. Alright, let's go get that water stone. Alright, so we gotta go to Lily Cove. That's Lily Cove. Okay. Kind of like that Ape Escape dialogue. You found Shadow yet? No. I gotta remember that. No. Just no. I gotta get to the beach. Oh, dang it. Beep. Hi, Phoenix. I was just in Pacific Log a little while ago. I saw a giant green Pokemon flying high in the sky. May that be Rayquaza? I've never seen anything like it. Wonder what it was. This may be a major discovery? Click. So I didn't fully explore this area. Alright, so let me review the instructions I was given. Surf, so you see the double battle, surf by the lowest person to the dive spot there, then follow down and left till you dive up on the oh, that's right, I gotta learn dive. That's the first thing I gotta do. That's fairly important. What? Don't I have dive? Now I'm confused. It's dive 9 HM. Hold up. Forge you a mind badge, use of dive in the field. Oh, I've got to talk to Steven. He's got dive. That's just a little bit embarrassing. So I did have to do that story battle. See, man, I'm almost there. This ain't his house. This is his house, I think. Yeah. Phoenix, as you can see, there's not much here, but this is my home. Thank you for all that you've done. This is my token of appreciation. It's the hidden machine dive. No need to be shy. You've earned this. While you're using surf, you should notice dark patches of water. Use dive if you come to deep water like it. You'll drop to the sea floor. You want to come back up? Use dive again. In some places, it won't be possible for you to surface them. Apparently, there's an underwater cavern between Moss Deep and Pseudopolis. You know, the one that Captain Stern found in his submarine. Yay! Okay. So the real question is, who gets my dive? Should Gyarados get it? Seems like a waste to use it on him, but... Power 60... Dive is like fly. There's only one person that can do it. One hides for a turn and then attacks. Is it physical or is it special attack? I'm imagining it's special attack. I feel like fly might be a regular attack too. All water is special. And I don't really need Dragon Rage as much. I don't really want to carry around another water type. Let's see. Twister is super weak. I was a bit disappointed by that move. I'd rather just use strength. And if I would need a dragon type, well, Dragon Rage only does 40 damage. My Gyarados is in such a weird position, I must say. It's not like I have a big need for dragon type moves. Can you tell what type of attack it is? No, hold on, maybe I should just click on it. Dive. When in doubt, look it up. Dive. Generation 3. Caught, blah, blah, blah. it's a physical type move. Perfect. And this is definitely a move for Gyarados. Better than Twister. So he'll have three. He will have 3 HM moves. Yeah, that's what it says. It's labeled as a physical move. Maybe I'm trying to see if it's like different in different generations, but it doesn't seem like it. Twister isn't a good move. Yeah. I'm not going to use it really ever, so... Again, there's just no need for really dragon-type specialties here. And... either way, I need dive, so... And I can relearn it if I need. Because I'm heading towards there now, anyway. Okay. Oh, wait. Check the dive move on Gyarados. Description: dives underwater first turn and strikes the next turn. Power 60. Doesn't think. Yeah, that's one of the bigger problems here. It doesn't label it as physical or otherwise. I have to go to the wiki. Which is like a whole nother step I don't want to have to do. But here we go. But hey, that's a move I think would stick with Gyarados. Surf, I could probably say for someone else. But Dive can stay with him. I really need to give Fly to somebody else. Tropius is kind of disappointing me. He looks so cool. Okay. This is Diana. I'm up in the mountains now, but the ground is too bumpy. I can't pitch my tent here. Oh, I had a brilliant idea. Maybe I can get my Pokemon to tamp the ground flat here. I'm going to try that. Cool. He has a banana beard. He does. And I'm going to be honest, that's the one part I don't like. I don't like the fact that there's just bananas hanging there, you know? Alright. Double battle. Dive spot. Dive! Oh, this is cool. Chinchou! Do I already have a Chinchou? I don't. Fascinating. Well, this would be a good opportunity to catch him, I think. Ultra Ball! Easy! The Chinchilla! The Angler Pokemon! Only a foot long. When it senses danger, it discharges positive and negative electricity from its 2 antennae. Lives in depths beyond sunlight's reach. He lives in areas beyond sunlight's reach. So he lives in the basement. Chinchilla's nickname. You know what? I'm gonna call you Dweller. I think that's a fun name. Not that I'll ever use you, but here you are. You know what? I'm gonna hang around and get some more Pokemon here. there's two other types I could get here. Indeed! Clam Pearl. I mean, it's literally just a clamshell. Still, it's cool that we can go to the bottom of the ocean now. Pearl. Clam Pearl. Too easy. The Pokédex must be completed, no matter what you say about it. I must follow in the footsteps of my probably legendary friend Red? The bivalve Pokemon. The what? The Clam Pearl slams its shield closed on prey to prevent escape. The pearl it creates upon evolution is said to be infused with a mysterious energy. Well, this one's easy. Use that here. I need like a light area. So what is down here? You want me to dehydrate? Oh crap. Oh, I'm out of soda. Damn. I wanted to refund you for that. Sorry. Oh, a Relicanth. That's what I was going for. I don't even know what that fish looks like, but I want it. Make some sugar water. Legit, it's not a half bad idea. You should just have Kool-Aid on hand at all times. Whoa. I wonder if I can get away with a spark. It's the only other option. Oh, it's alive. Okay. Ow. No, not recoil. Oh, thank God. He's asleep. Not to worry, this is where I step in. I just punch the Pokemon into submission. Relicanth! I don't know what you are. The longevity Pokemon. A Pokemon that was once believed to have been extinct. The species has not changed its form for 100 million years. It walks on the seafloor using its pectoral fins. Based off the Coelacanth. Okay. I don't know what that is either. He's a relic, so I get it. An ancient fish Pokemon, huh? Megalodon. ancient fish besides a shark? He's a big fish. They were alive during the dinosaur era is the summary. Ooh, that's cool. It was thought that the coelacanth was long extinct before they found living specimens. Oh my god, he's still asleep! Do you know sharks are older than the North Star? Okay, hold on. Older than a star? I'm gonna have to fact check that one. What do you mean Manny can't be switched out? That is true. Sharks are older than trees. That's pretty cool. But older than the North Star? That's a bold claim. I wanna, in fact, that's so outrageous, I'm gonna fact check that right now. How old is the North Star? Polaris. Some stars are quite young. Oh, granted. Sorry. Brightest star in the constellation Ursa Minor. Polaris. I want to make sure it's the right star. It is commonly called the North Star or Pole Star. Observation. Names. Distance. So it is Polaris. Sharks are older than the rings of Saturn. That's another claim I'm going to have to dispute. Polaris has an estimated age of... I'm getting 3 different ages here. 1.5 billion years for the oldest component, Polaris A, 500 million years for the close companion Alpha and Polaris AB, and 70 million years for Polaris AA. Well, what the heck is... What do you mean the components? I need more info. Star facts. The yellow supergiant, 446 million or light years away. Polaris Alpha Umai AA is a yellow supergiant on the spectral type F7LB as a mass, blah blah blah. Oh! Polaris is a star system. Because if you look closely at the North Star, it turns out to be several stars at once. Interesting. So there's like 3 North Stars. Is that true though? Polaris, Alpha Ursae Minoris, Alpha UMI is a yellow supergiant. Constellation of Ursa Minor. It is the current North Star. So, Ursae Minoris, Alpha UMI. Okay. So of those 3, this is okay. This is Polaris A. This is the one that's 1.5 billion years. So the one we call the North Star right now is 1.5 billion years old. Cool. How old are sharks? How old are sharks? What's Polaris A? Polaris A is the brightest star when you look at Polaris. It's the thing you see when you look at the North Star. But the thing is that there's two others that have the distinction of being called Polaris. One that's called Polaris AB and one that's called Polaris AA. And both of those are close to the age of sharks. AA is only 70 million years old, so sharks are older than some stars. Okay, that alone blows my mind. Ursa minoris AA. Okay, so they're all technically the North Star. They were just called that at different points in time because they used to think that Polaris AA, I think, used to be the North Star, and then they pointed out the Polaris A was brighter and a better North Star. Wow. Holy crap. Sharks are older than the old North Star. That's ridiculous, dude. I just learned something fun today. How old? Wait, no, hold on. I'm not done yet. How old are the rings of Saturn? That was one more claim I couldn't understand. The rings of Saturn are estimated to be no more than 400 million years old. And sharks are said to be 420 million. So between 458 to 444 is the age of sharks. Oh my god, sharks are older than the rings of Saturn. Did we break him? That is astounding! Sharks are freaking demigods, dude! Astronomy is too cool for this, Professor. Oh my god. The previous comment on sharks. Sharks are older than an orbit around the galactic center. What?! Galactic year is 250 million Earth years, otherwise known as a galactic or cosmic year. The sharks are so old, they have literally circled the galaxy. Freaking dope, dude. Oh. You want to know who to pray to when you go into the ocean? Pray to the sharks. They own that. Oh my god. I think I want to become an astronomer, if not me want to become a game dev because I love space. Yeah. Yeah. Astronomy is the coolest thing ever. Like, no joke. I don't think I understand what I'm supposed to do down here. Hold on. Pokey had instructions on this. Let me read them again. My mind is still flying. Surf right till you see the double battle. Surf by the lower person in the dive spot. Then follow down and left till you dive up on the shore. To your right is a blue shard. Follow down and left. I might be in the wrong spot. There's a dive spot around here somewhere. Astronomy is so fun for me. Just learning about this kind of stuff is like The universe is incredible. But sharks outdo all of it. The youngest known galaxy is estimated at 500 million years old, so sharks almost predate a galaxy. That's pretty wild, too. There's another dive spot. Baby, dive, dive, dive! Underwater. So many places to go. I clipped this entire thing. Thank you. My mind getting blown by freaking sharks. So I can go up here. Let's check this out. Like nothing here. And so that's a dead end. Talk about sharks being the oldest of 450 million, but we don't talk about the life form of 3.7 billion. Are you talking about tardigrades? God's favorite creation? Microbes. Well, there's different type of microbes. Free experience for Manny. Likely the first signs of life on Earth. Blue shard, I got it. Okay. Don't know how they got there. Right, you know, the origin of life theory. Like, did it come from an asteroid? Did it come from natural development? Was it introduced by something? How does a planet with no life suddenly get life? My favorite theory is it's all chance, right? The idea that, you know, you go for long enough. It came from some moldy cheese. You go for long enough, and everything just kind of smooshing around with each other. Eventually, you'll get more complex life forms, even if it's just like proteins, right? Like microbes, like you say. It might be tiny, but if they develop and they can sustain themselves, even by random chance, life can develop. Like, how does ashes start growing back from plants? Well, ashes is like carbon, right? And it's all about the chemistry. What you need is moisture, which there was plenty of on the planet. You needed plenty of microbes in that kind of soup that was the original, you know, world. And then you need energy, which was provided by the sun. Water did originally not exist on Earth. Well, yeah, it was like everything was evaporated because of the lava planet. But then eventually it became an ocean planet. So there was definitely water, or at least hydrogen, on the planet, and a significant amount of it. It just wasn't able to form into water because it was so dang hot, right? And then eventually stuff started to cool down, and the hydrogen finally started pairing with the oxygen, create the water that we know. And hydrogen can be found on most planets and stars. That's where the sun gets its fusion from. Now where does oxygen come from? I think that's prevalent. I don't know how prevalent that one is, but I also don't know where it came from. Oxygen is just an element. Right, right. It's all about those base elements. And the elements mixing together is how we create the more complicated stuff. Like, literally, water is nothing but hydrogen and oxygen bonding together naturally because that's the most stable form they have. Because by themselves, hydrogen is rather unstable. It loves to pair with... Well, actually, that's not true. Hold on, let me think. Because the less molecules it has, the more stable it is. Damn, I don't know enough about this to comment. All I know is that hydrogen and oxygen love to mix with each other. So the idea being, which would create helium. Let's just imagine if helium became the most populous element. Right, and then after I go to the house left of Moss Deep and redeem for a blue shard. Oh, is that the one floating in the water? I think I know the one you're talking about. Based on current understanding, iron is considered the most stable element with the most molecules. I see. Okay. What is the most dense metal? Lead. It's either lead or tungsten. Osmium? Damn. Okay. I guess lead because I figured its density is what made it so good against radiation. You gotta trade that with me. I would love to trade. Yay! About 7 times denser than lead. Woo! Damn. Alright, I finally got the water stone. Nobody can say I didn't. Cool. Next up is Shoal Cave. Where is Shoal Cave? Actually, before any of that, tungsten is like 80% denser than lead, I'm quite sure. Okay, and that's why tungsten is so damn tough. So... Trick House is south of here. Purple gold. Purple gold is actually really difficult to make, do you know that? Nile Red made a great video on how to make purple gold, and it is a very difficult process. Yeah, Nile Red is sick. I love the way he talks. The way he talks, he's like, it always feels like he's about to end his sentence with, and then I made it, and then that's when everything went wrong. That's the way he talks, but he keeps going, right? Because he's a really smart dude. Probably should have taken the path, but whatever. Diamonds are stupid. Diamonds are stupid. But they've got awesome refraction, so... They are pretty. They are as common as, like, quartz. Yeah, the whole diamond mine situation. Trick House! This guy's got a lot of free time. There we go. I love these. It's a nice little puzzle here. Didn't you already suffer in this? Dude, I've done the trick house so many times. But the last one was the quiz one. This one I don't have to answer a quiz. It's always bird types here. Hopefully Manny can hold his own. I wonder what I'll do. Should I switch out my electric Pokemon? Tough call. Yeah, it's always the bird type dudes trying to solve this house. Why is that? Woo! Xatu. Could be a problem. I really want a Xatu. Bird types. Why does it have to be birds? Paralyzed! Let's go. Oh, wrong button. It's in the morning stream. No, it's a full stream. It's both streams put together. It is a... I should probably mention that it's an extended stream. But yeah, we're playing 2 games in 1. Xatu's just birdly, but green and dumber. No. You think Xatu's dumber than Birdly? He's a psychic type. Come on, let's be real. What are the games? That's going to be called after the evening stream tonight. I just want to make sure everyone got their... there are some people wait until like the last second. So I always want to make sure I wait as long as I can. But yeah, the vote's just about over. Because it's pretty clear which ones you guys wanted and which ones you didn't want. Makes the foe flee. I mean, Howl is basically useless at this point. Or Roar, rather. Yeah, I don't need a Roar. Caw, I am Bird! Caw-caw! Bye-bye, Bird. You did well. Not your fault, your trainer's dumb. Okay. Alright, so this is the way to the exit. You heard he had a strange house, you had to check it out. Like, really? Did you have to, though? Swablu. I think that's a flying type? Flying water type? It just could be normal. Full restore? Really? Ah, paralysis. It is normal flying. Okay. I really need you to move! Here we go. Because they're both blue. Yeah. I mean, Wingle's easy to call, right? Because it's a seagull. It's gotta be water type. Probably could have gone away with quick attack, but it's fine. Roselia, yes. That is for Norris to handle. Yeah, blue doesn't automatically mean water, guys. Duck is back at the PC. Nice. This is going to hurt for you a lot. Yeah. Don't underestimate my overheat. Most powerful attack I currently have. Alright, first off, Speed Boost Blaziken goes crazy. Heal paralysis. Ooh, okay. Here we go. Getting dizzy from these rotating doors. Dizzy? Really? You need to get out more. Or maybe go through doors more. Cacturn! I haven't seen you yet. I'm about to get obliterated. Don't lose Manny. He needs the experience. They're tougher dudes. That's a grass dark type. I was about to say that feint attack is definitely a dark move. So was it not a dark type? Dark grass then, I'll take it. Because cacti are all evil, we know this. They don't need the light. They thrive in darkness. Are all dark types evil in Pokemon? No. They're just dark. They're moody. they're edgy. That's their thing. Oh, this one was way too easy. Compared to the last one. So they're emo. Now you're getting it. There we go. And cacti is pure grass, right? Because that's just a baby cactus with flowers. Trick Mastery is my life. Just like me. So you're a dark type Pokemon. Took me all night to install the doors. Dude, you moved boulders around. I would imagine doors were a lot easier to deal with. Obtained the magnet. The magnet. Start flying. Is it like a special item? It is not. A hold item that boosts electric type moves. Oh, snap, really? Oh, we just got an EXP share. Zinnia should have that. Head isn't flowery. Don't they have like a little flower on the top of their head? Do I have that wrong? Hold on, let me check my Pokédex. Nope. Nothing. Damn, I need a Ludicolo so bad. I've seen one, haven't I? I'm pretty sure I have. Holy crap, I haven't seen a lower one. Really? Well, my bad. You know, I was half expecting this guy to create like a dive puzzle in his house. That'd probably be too much though. Alright. So, Route 125, located north of Moss Deep City. That's our next stop. That's where we'll find the Shoal Cave. There's no unique Pokemon here. There is not. Surf away! Oh, that's quick. It's good to have a backup electric type. No question. And it says that the tide changes what form of the shoal cave I'm dealing with. I don't know how to deal with the tide in this game. Nice. There are only a few electric type Pokemon I accept. You are thinking of Maractus, who isn't related to the Cacnea line. Oh, okay. Maractus. I didn't find all the trainers here, I didn't realize. You're a tough trailer? Oh, he's a tough trailer, that's what he is. Uh-oh. I don't want to waste an item. Alright, Gardevoir, your turn. Rotom and his forms are like some of the best electric types. Rotom? I don't think I've met that one yet. Machoke. Do I have anti-fighting types? I don't think I do. Oh no, I have Psychic. What am I talking about? For some reason, I always think the opposite. I always think fighting beats Psychic. Like, no. Electros? I'm not gonna chat for too long. Got some stuff needed just on here. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Crackhead. I appreciate it. Sailor Ernest has been done. Electros. Let's see, my favorite electric type overall. Great question. Electros is immune to ground type moves. Okay. You know why I like him. Okay. That makes him fairly good against the anti-electric. Let me think. Electabuzz is always pretty cool. So nothing is super effective against him. Yeah, that would make him pretty resistant to damage, wouldn't it? Should check him out. I'm not a huge fan of Pikachu, just because, you know, he's overexposed. Is Dark Flying a good Pokemon crossover thing? Pokemon crossover? Pretty good if used well. Well, let's see. Dark types are only weak against Fighting and Bug and Fairy, and they're immune to Psychic, which is, you know, a pretty nasty customer as a whole. And if you're a Flying type, you gain the weakness to Electric and Ice, but then you become immune to Ground. Oh, and you get weak to Bug, but you cross over the weakness to Fighting, so basically you cancel that one out. You gain resistance to Grass types and Bug types, which also cancels out one of Dark's type. So yeah, if you're Flying Dark, you basically remove all your weaknesses in the early gens until Fairy type becomes a thing. because if you had a dark flying, well, you know, then you'd still be weak to electric and then ice and then rock. So you'd cancel out dark's weaknesses, but you'd still have flying's weaknesses. So... I got lucky with Gyarados being my second. Then they added Fairy, right. I am the dark flying. I am the hype! That was too dang easy. Let me check around. There's nothing to the left or right. Pretty bold move to add a new type. Was it? I think that's like one of the most basic things they should have added. And fairy type, it makes sense in a world like this. I think they're overdue for a new one. I will say light type is right there, just waiting to be found. If I add a new type called human, you can just catch humans. Yeah, the anti Pal World strategy. Oh no, I'm sorry. The anti-Pal World strategy is to soothe them. They're gonna add some kind of garbage transformation next. Guarantee it. Yeah, that's the path they've been doing for a while, huh? Because okay, let's track it, right? Obviously I don't know much about Pokemon, so I'll need your help here. But I think it'll start with X and Y moves, right? In Generation 5? And then I think there was Z types. Maybe Z types, and then it was Mega Transformations. And then there was the Gigamax transformations they just did. And what was the hook for Sword and Shield? Like a Pokemon X Factor? I think so? That's literally it with minor stat boost. Sword and Shield was Dynamax. Oh. Then what was... Wait, wasn't Dynamax... Sun and Moon? Oh, no, I'm getting my Pokemon mixed up. No, yeah, because the big one was Sword and Shield. So what was Sun and Moon? Sun and Moon was like Aloha types. You are going crazy. Manny has no health, and I am bummed out about that. Love Disc. X and Y was Mega Evolution. Okay, Sun and Moon was Z move. Oh, okay, that much later. Z move. I knew it was Z something. So, ow. Thank you. I need a. They were a cool concept. Yeah, adding a whole nother branch of, you have to admit, it's a fun idea in concept, right? The idea of adding like a 5th super move for a character, for a Pokemon. The problem is if you don't give it to all of the Pokemon, you're picking your favorites. It's like Mega Evolution. And Mega Evolutions are super cool. Again, not put against it, but think about it. If only certain Pokemon give Mega Evolutions, you automatically put them a tier above everything else. So it's not a system that scales well, that they haven't scaled well because they just apply it to the most popular Pokemon. I don't think Raticate needs it. Right, and that's the downside of it, right? You shouldn't give everything a Mega Evolution. But now that means that you'll never use Eradicate ever. I don't know. I guess my thought on it is, it's like, imagine if you added a Super Smash Brothers tier where only fighters who had a super move were allowed in. Like imagine you added a super move in Super Smash Brothers or Super Transformation, and the only way to win was to have another Pokemon with a super another fighter with a Super Transformation. It adds another tier, so while it's a fun concept and it's great for regular Pokemon, I think it hurts competitive Pokemon. You know what I mean? I'm friends on Steam with Microsoft Word. You need to get out of that relationship. Some Pokemon are just inherently bad. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I can't deny that. Wait, I want to use this on my... Oh, I don't have it yet. Should use that. I worked hard for it. Look how low his health is compared to everyone else. It's crazy. Pokemon weren't created equal, so there's no reason to make them evolutions anything special equal as well. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Pokemon were not created equal. That is certainly true. Oh, one of my cats is hovering outside the door. Like, why is Sentret so weak but Garchomp so strong? Transformation. So what do you think they could do transformation-wise? What do you think is going to be the next hook for the next Pokemon game? Okay, let's see. Not a good set of Pokemon for this situation, honestly. I think this is where I need to shift out. Is right to left now, and it looks so wrong. Are you writing in a different language? Because I know Japanese is right to left. How dare you? I bet they're going to do some spiritual transformation. Okay. Oh my god, that, you know what? That might be it. That would be a pretty cool idea, because that's a very popular online thing, right? Creating fusions of Pokemon. Obviously, it wouldn't be as widespread, but they would certainly work on fusing certain types of Pokemon. People would go ape over that. I don't really have like an answer from Electric, so I just didn't Bordevar, and then my Blaziken got kicked out for Tropius. Zekrom and Rushriam fusion. I don't know, I don't recognize either of those names. Machamp! Ooh, my first Machamp! Stop pushing out Blaziken! Black and white legendaries? Oh, that would be interesting, yeah. I've decided I'm gonna pulverize this Tropius. Mimikyu and literally anything else, yeah. Mimikyu stays in Aloha. No, bring back Mimikyu. I love Mimikyu, though. We're low. Be nice. Usually the cats don't like, they don't like, staying in the same bed. We're low! Hey! Hey! We're low. You know what? No, you don't get to stay in the bed after that. Nuh-uh. That was not nice. Get out. Get out. What are you doing? That wasn't cool at all. No, the professor's cat just slapped. No, no. I have two cats. I have male cat, female cat. Male cat's kind of a bully, and he just started slapping female cat out of the bed. So, oh, and she wants out now too. What's your name? But don't say I didn't give you a chance. Ugh. They haven't brought him back to later gens. I highly doubt they will. But he was so popular. He gets a free sword stance. That is a powerful move, won't lie. I might be against it because Pokemon Fusion exists, but it's still a really good concept. Yeah. I think there's so much you could do with that, honestly. That is a whole dimension of Pokemon they could do. Are they going to do it? Probably not, because it's too much work. Nintendo, well, Game Freak specifically, has taken a policy of getting away with the least amount of work. And it's that too big to fail mentality that a lot of game studios have, you know. I mean, they fell back on the nostalgia pull for Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield, right? They were like, oh, Pokemon players have grown up now. Here's a new generation that's just like the old ones. It's a new era of Pokemon, and then, you know, they drop the ball hard. And of course, they've been ruining their reputation recently. And then Palworld comes in and shows them up. And shows everybody, hey, this is another way you can do this type of concept. And their answer was to sue them, not for the models, but for the concept of catching creatures with a spherical device. Nintendo or Game Freak? Actually, I think it was Nintendo, technically. I think Nintendo was the one doing that, but still. Everyone thought they would sue Palworld for copyright infringement on their Pokemon models. And honestly, I think they had a case there. I think everyone admitted they did. But the patents for capturing creatures with a spherical device, they're suing them over that. That's petty. That's like trying to patent the idea of, you know, tanks. We own the idea of tanks, so you can't have tanks in any other game. Swinging a sword. That's a game patent. We own that idea, so you can't use it in any other game. Gee, tanks a lot. Like, come on. Capturing creatures with a thrown device? Are you out of your mind? You don't own that concept. That's not a concept you can own. But, you know, here we are. Nintendo sure does suck. Yeah, they do. And what sucks about it is that they also have a lot of stuff that's great. Like, Sakurai is like one of the greatest developers ever, and he made so many people's dreams come true. He works for Nintendo. Nintendo has Mario and Legend of Zelda. They're bringing back Metroid Prime. And they're doing all these awesome things that all the other companies refuse to do. But they also then attack their own fan base over like mods and tournaments, and it's always a mixed bag with Nintendo. They suck in so many ways, and they don't suck in a lot of other ways. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. All right, so this is high tide, I believe. Okay. I miss your podcasts. Do you? Whoa. Be nice this time, okay? Be nice and I won't kick you out. I will bring them back at some point. I do want to do the podcast again, that's for sure. I love talking, and I love talking about certain issues, right? I've got a voice to share, so to speak. I think it's a good idea. What should be our first topic for our next podcast? That's a good question. What's worthy of talking about? I mean, there's so many things to go into. I have a biased voice to share. That you do. Merlot, I just let you in here. Don't play mean with Chardonnay, okay? If you want the bed, you can go take it. She's not in it right now, so it's free game. No, sorry, Piglet, no politics. Straight up, no politics. Yeah, Trump sucks and he's awful, but political debates get heated. So there's no point in diving into that pool. Besides, that's not the type of topics I'd want to talk about, you know? If it makes me angry, I don't necessarily want to talk about it. So, oh. Soul Shalt and Soul Shells. I will certainly try, old man I just met. Let's see. Firewalk Studios just got shut down. Concord is officially dead. It's not coming back. That'd be something to talk about. Like, how do you get into this situation? Game of the Year discussion. This is going to be a very interesting year for Game of the Year. What? So the people who made Concord, for those who haven't heard, the biggest game disaster launch in history. This feel? What the hell is Concord? Oh well, we have a lot to talk about. So, let me try to explain. Don't eat it, buddy. I don't know what you're doing over there. Thank you. Encore! It is not a company, no. Okay, so here's the deal. Sony invested in a company about 8 years ago, within 8 years ago, called Firewatch Studios. Sorry. Because they were creating a game called Concord, a live service game. And Sony really wanted to get its own live service meal ticket. It says on launch day they did not exceed 700 players. Yeah, it gets worse. So 8 years, and what is rumored to be $400 million of budget, not only to buy out Firewalk Studios, either one, and 8 years of development. They started teasing a game that was supposed to be a cross between Overwatch and Guardians of the Galaxy. Everyone, when it was first announced, everyone thought, oh, it's a Guardians of the Galaxy type game. And then it was revealed to be a team-based shooter. It's like, Why? Because, you know, Overwatch has everything tied up there. It had the worst marketing campaign ever. It had an enormously bad reputation already because the character designs were not good. A lot of people were claiming that DEI was forced into the game, which was another, you know, another round of bad reputation. The clap Pokemon is completely covered with plushy fur. As a result, it never feels the cold even when it's rolling down ice floes or diving in the sea. Yes! If he is covered in plush, then he shall be plushy. Plushy! And so this game debuts. They claim that they're going to create one animated short for this game every week. A really ambitious ask. They came out with like 2 or 3 of them, and they're all dry as hell. They're so boring. Wooden performances. It's like, oh, these are quirky characters that you'll learn to love. Except there's nothing there to love. And the colors are just awful and pastel and clashing. And so many other things just went wrong for this. Granny was still paralyzed. And as it says, it debuted on Steam for beta, and it got like 1,000 players. Pretty bad. And then it debuts, and it was for $40. Its competition, Overwatch, is free to play. Overwatch 2 is now the most dominant team-based shooter by far. It controls that market. It created that market. And it's free to play. It started as $40 when it first launched, but it's free to play now, and it has been for a while. So the brilliant people over at Concord thought, we're going to sell our game that's trying to steal some of that audience for more money for a game with less features. And to nobody's surprise, the result was a launch with less than 700 active players on the first day. And it never broke that record. It was so bad that 2 weeks after the game launched, in record time, Sony pulled the plug and removed the game from Steam. 2 weeks for a AAA game that cost them $400 million. And as a result, it has now gone down in history as the biggest flop in video game history. So big, it was being compared to E.T. the Extraterrestrial, which is often credited with taking down the game industry when it launched. It wasn't. There were other games that did that. But the Atari market, the video game market was very saturated at that point. E.T. was just what helped push it over the edge. But regardless, to compare Concord to E.T. goes to show just how screwed that game was. And Sony claimed, we're going to take a few months, rebuild the game, and relaunch so we can better address the issues that the game had. And they just announced that they closed the studio. So Concord is officially dead. They're cutting their losses. In my opinion, that's insane. They only gave this game 2 weeks to find an audience. And everyone agrees that if they had just let the game go for free and let it gain, it might have gained some type of audience, but they didn't even try that. And the thought is that because it cost Sony so much money, they were expecting it to pay off immediately, which obviously it didn't, because their heads were so far up their own back ends that they didn't realize that nobody was interested in this game and that it was having a terrible reputation and offered no new features, and the character designs were awful, and the animations were just so bad because they were just like, these are characters you should sympathize and like. And it's like, there's nothing likable about these characters. They do nonsensical things. And did we mention how bad the character design is? And so yeah, that's the story of Concord. Not a good one. If you had to talk about the story of gaming this year, Concord has to be mentioned because, wow. It was already on live support. It sure was. The game was doomed. Let's be honest. The game was doomed from the start. Because for whatever reason, the people who made this game just could not see that they had themselves a steamer, and they just could not foresee that they were about to crash and burn. And how can you not see that? You know what? I know the answer to that question. How do you spend 8 years building a game and don't understand that it's a bad game? Because nobody tells you it's a bad game. And when you finally do put out the game, everyone who is telling you outside of your team isn't on your team. So you dismiss their criticisms. This is the cult of toxic positivity. If everyone at Blizzard, sorry, not Blizzard, everyone at Firewatch is just telling themselves, we're doing a good job, nobody's being told no, then you have a runaway train where it just becomes this endlessly derivative game where people are just doing whatever the hell they want and nobody's telling them no. They're being given this unlimited budget by Sony. They're being given all this time. Of course they're not going to see it as a bad product. They made it. They put 8 years and $400 million into it, and nobody was telling them no. So when they finally did reveal it and nobody liked it, they're like, well, damn, you're not buying the game because we put a fat guy in it. It's like, no, man, there's way bigger problems than that. Yeah, test the waters. Put out a freaking alpha version, for God's sakes. That's why alphas and betas are so important. Test the waters. People will tell you if they'll buy the game or not. What, do you think all the bad reviews are like, I hate this game, it's the worst ever, but I'll still buy it? No, that's not how it works. There should always be a person who runs social aspects about a game to see if they're doing something wrong. Yeah, that's why I always say, well, I guess I don't always say it, but I always argue that how do I get up there? I always argue that Reddit, for all of its toxic nature, is still a very valuable resource for game development to use. Because it gives you an audience with your audience. It lets you talk to them directly. Don't use Twitter. Twitter is not designed for that. Use Reddit. Create a platform for your people, your audience, to talk to you about your game. And the people that are most dedicated to your game will use that Reddit, that subreddit, and they will tell you with the space they need to talk about it, what's going wrong and what they don't like. And then you can address the problems. You can talk with them. You can bounce back and forth. Don't use a personalized website. Don't try to do this all on Twitter. Don't just hope YouTube does it for you. It's not how this works. You need to take control of your own narrative. You need to give people the option to talk to you, because if you don't, they'll just blast out into the ether with negativity. Because what else are they going to do? And if you entrap yourself in your own circle, oh, hold on, my cat wants out. If you entrap yourself in your own echo chamber, even if it's your own company, you're in deep trouble. You don't like criticism? Don't make games. Don't make art, you know? You need to have thicker skin. You need to be out in front of it early. You need to get plenty of feedback through every stage of the process. You need to be open-minded, and you need, the most important thing that you need to understand is that you might be wrong. You might be wrong. Just because you like it doesn't mean everyone else does. And now I have to wait for the tide to be low. All right, cool. Now on to the next top thing. Well, what else is there to talk about? Like, there's been so much controversy in gaming this year. Like, Black Myth Wukong, right? It became the hottest selling game this year, mostly because of China. It's actually good. Yeah, it's a solid game. Is it perfect? No, that not by any measure. The glue between the boss fights is actually kind of weak, but it's still a great game. The boss fights are awesome. It's a very strong Souls-like. It tells a story based on mythology that almost never gets represented. I can't stand people to listen to the game in English. You should listen to it in its original language. Yeah, makes it more authentic. But then, of course, there was the controversy over the people who made the game. I forget the name of the studio. But they had a habit of saying really raunchy things on their posts about the game. Especially stuff that wasn't so kind to women. And it's like, yeah, that was inappropriate, but then people said we gotta cancel this game because, you know, they said some pretty naughty things. They said, no, these are sexist developers who said awful things. It's like, no, but you mistranslated the Chinese specifically into versions of English that made it sound worse than it was. Was it inappropriate? Sure. Was it sexist? That's debatable. I don't think it was, because now you can't trust anybody because there's so many translations going around about it. I can't trust what anyone says, and by God, I'm not going to trust IGN to translate what somebody in Chinese says. And so everyone condemns this game studio, so every game they make shouldn't be played, and anyone who does play it gets flamed, and then it gets 3 million players. That's like, oh my God, there's 3 million sexists out there. It's like, shut up, just shut the hell up, please. You are the worst. I understand that there is a need to call out sexism and bad things and bad patterns in games. There's an absolute reason for that. Yeah, that's great. But that doesn't mean that an entire studio needs to be condemned for a few things they said on Twitter. And mistranslated things at that. And they said, oh, there's almost no female characters in Black Myth Wukong. Because there's no female characters in Journey to the West, which is what the game is based on. Like, like, oh, but you should, you know, represent more female characters. It's like, okay. You want a black guy too? You're missing a Latino guy too. The game's not diverse enough in a game about animal characters. It's like, there is a space where, yes, it is important to include these things, and if stuff is violating certain people, it needs to be addressed and stopped. But this is taken to such extremes on both ends of the aisle. One side says that you have to include these things, or you are being bigoted. The other side says any inclusion of this is just pandering and should be shut down for being DEI. And it's just like, you're caught in the middle. I just want to enjoy this game, but now all of a sudden I have to worry now that Harry Potter is transphobic. It's like, yeah, J.K. Rowling is transphobic. That's very unfortunate. That doesn't mean I can't enjoy Harry Potter. Harry Potter is not transphobic. And everyone who played Hogwarts Legacy got absolutely blasted for playing that game, which wasn't fair at all. Wasn't fair. And in this situation, the reason for people to hate the studio is so thin that it borders on obscene. Like, you can make an argument that you can't separate the art from the artist. Okay, you know what? I understand. It's like Michael Jackson. Can you listen to Michael Jackson's music after everything that's come out about him? That's for the person, the individual, to decide. Personally, I have some trouble with it. Every time I listen to his music, I feel a little iffy. I have trouble separating that art from that artist. But when I think about Harry Potter, I have an easy time separating that art from that artist. Just want to find a reason to hate the studio. Yeah, that's also probably true. You know, find a target. It's easy to create enemies, right? That's what gets the views. And then stuff like this, it's like, even if the studio that made Black Myth Wukong was sexist, was saying these nasty things because they're awful to women, does that mean Black Myth Wukong should be condemned? You know, I don't know. I can't answer that question for you, but that's only if that was a confirmed thing. It's not confirmed. It's mistranslated. I can't trust anything anyone says on it. I have bigger fish to fry, you know? I have so many other things to deal with. I'm gonna go to the abandoned ship. I only have a little bit of time left, so I'm just gonna pick up some side goodies. I think, actually I'll go to Slateport. Also, these are people like in the West criticizing Chinese people. Yeah. Because China's the enemy, right? It's so easy to label them as the enemy. Like, their culture is different from ours, and they're so much more racist than we are. They're so much sexist than we are. It's like, come on, dude. This is racialism at its worst. It's the whole reason racialism is never a good thing. People are bad because they are not us, is the entire idea of racialism. Like, white Anglo-Saxons are superior to everybody else because, you know, our civilization's cultured and mature and advanced. It's like, dude, look around. You call us mature and civilized? Are you? Serious. That's laughable that you think we are superior. Not only because the idea itself is insanely bigoted, but because the idea you think we as a species slash race are superior because, oh, I have no melanin in my skin, therefore I am pure. Idiotic. Oh, culturally different. Oh, the West is so much more culturally. Dude, have you even read Journey to the West? No? 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 You don't even know what it's about? No? Then shut the hell up. that's a little, obviously that's a little crass and cover and cuts off a lot of the point, but that's just that's my idea on it. These people don't know what they're talking about. They're picking an easy opponent and they're going for it. People will attack anything these days. Journey to the West was my childhood, so I can't stand these people. Yeah. And I can't say I've read the whole of Journey to the West, but I've heard the story and I've seen so many different versions of Journey to the West that I know of the story. I can say, yeah, I know of Journey to the West. I know all the beats to it. I'd love to see it win Game of the Year. Oh yeah, that pairs nicely to the next conversation I want to have. What is going to win Game of the Year? Because Black Myth Wukong has a strong case for it. It was certainly the biggest hit. It's a beautiful game. It's following in the footsteps of other Souls-likes, which people are just loving on. And this was a relatively soft year in terms of like Game of the Year candidates. There's a lot of possibilities, but no surefire ones. And so far I've heard discussions of Helldivers 2, the one that just came out, Metaphor, Refantasio. That game's getting 90s in the Metacritic. In Metacritic, that game is blowing the hell up. That's another candidate. What was another one? There's one more I'm forgetting. Apparently Final Fantasy VII Rebirth isn't a contender? I wouldn't be surprised. It's a very polished game. And you know, it's a beloved franchise. A lot of people were kind of let down by Rebirth, and I haven't played it myself, so I can't necessarily say why. Astro's World? Oh, yeah. The platformer game. I don't know if it's Game of the Year, but it's certainly like the contender for popular Game of the Year. Just a second. Silent Hill 2? I don't think that one will actually qualify, because I don't think remakes qualify unless they're a completely new game. I might be wrong on that. I remember some rule about that being established. Like Resident Evil 2 wasn't qualified. Is that right? Anyway. So Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Helldivers 2, Metaphor. Balatro? No way. Come on. I love Balatro, but no way that's winning Game of the Year. We're not even nominated. Yeah, it's a really fun game, and a lot of people love it. It certainly deserves a nomination of some kind. I don't think it deserves a nomination for Game of the Year. Maybe game design, I would say. Like a Dragon Infinite? Oh. Yakuza, huh? I wouldn't know anything about that, unfortunately. I haven't heard anything about that. Honest to God, hope Undertale doesn't at least get nominated once. Let's see. Yeah, Deltarune would have to be the game to go for now, because Undertale's long past its due. Ooh, another Waterstone. Let's see. You saw that, right? There was something twinkly here. Oh, there we go. I just have a stroke. Yeah, because they say that chapter 3 and 4 are done, so they're just polishing it up right now. Rain Dance, there we go. Japanese translations? Nice. So it'd be too late for this year, obviously. Considering how good Deltarune Chapters 1 and 2 were, would you call those Game of the Year nominations? I can't say I would. They're good, but they're not Game of the Year nominations. But we're just getting warmed up with Deltarune, so I imagine things could get even bigger from here. So I guess we'll see. You know, when they released Undertale in Japan, the Japanese people went crazy. Of course they did. The West went crazy when it was released. Dang. Platformer games shouldn't be Game of the Year, even though I can't beat them. And, you know, Super Mario Wonder was nominated, so there is room for a platformer to be nominated, if it's polished enough. Is that really all the games that came out this year that are worthy of it? So Helldivers 2 is certainly a popular game, but I don't know if it's Game of the Year. So it would honestly be between Black Myth Wukong and Metaphor, which people are going ape over because it's the fastest selling Atlas game ever. Is what I did with the PS5. Yeah, but you also have to remember it's not us deciding who wins, it's the panel of experts, right? Which will endlessly be criticized. So it's like, what game has the most reputation for being good is usually what wins, which could be either Black Myth or Metaphor. Because Helldivers probably won't get that reputation. It's a popular game. It's a mass multiplayer game, and their reputation went into shambles. Exactly. They'll probably win best action game. That's probably it. Scanner. It's a scanner. Wukong is also... Yeah, but I think that would win action-adventure game, because that's the weird thing about those categories, is that there's action-adventure, and then there's all the other categories. Because the difference is, like, action could be like a fighting game or a shooter game, but action-adventure typically has to be like an extended, linear progression action game. That's Black Myth Wukong, right? That's Zelda or Souls-like in a nutshell. But for pure action, I don't know, Helldivers might gotta beat. Fair enough, but I do miss the asbestos form. I know, we'll get to the asbestos farm eventually. You know, I wonder who would win best music. Like, who's got the best music this year? I haven't even been keeping track. Device found inside. Scanner. Undertale. No, this year. You show this to the scientist in the captain's office. He asks you to take the captain's stern back in Slateport Harbor. Alright, so back to the captain. I know Undertale has the best music ever. It's still better. Well, of course it is. It's the most popular game music of all time. There's no questioning that. I've always felt like if reward shows really wanted to... Some reward shows should, like, go into the past if, like, they missed opportunities to give out rewards. It'd be too much work, I grant you, but like, if you could go back year by year and give out Game of the Years for, you know, stuff like that, I think people would like that. It'll never happen, of course, but... Because then you can say, oh, but there's all these other Game Award shows. Yeah, but they don't have the same prestige, right? Granny Simulator. No. No. You know, Supermarket Simulator has been so popular this year. I really want to try out Supermarket Simulator. I'm not gonna lie. Cult of the Lamb could be a good contender. For its year? Maybe. Where's the captain's office? There we go. That's a scanner. Listen, guy, could you deliver that to Captain Stern? I want to investigate this ship a little more. By all means. All right, let's leave. So, if we were... What games came out in 2022? That's a question. What was Cult of the Lamb competing against that year? If I recall, that was a pretty big year. Oh my god, that was the year Elden Ring came out. Yeah, okay, yeah. That wasn't happening. Cult of the Lamb was not beating Elden Ring. No chance. Oh yeah, let's just go for one of the greatest games ever made. Cult of the Lamb has a chance. One game here by the Australian Game Developer Awards, though. Did it really? Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So there you go. It got some accolades, which it rightly deserved. Cult of the Lamb came out in 2022. Wow. Feels longer. And best indie game. Sweet. Alright, and that will have to do it for stream today. I will end things there. And we'll pick up with some more game after I take an hour to eat the food. Got Ragnarok. Oh yeah, I would say Ragnarok was better than Cult of the Lamb. Then again, I'm a huge God of War fan, so I'm a little biased. Oh, excuse me. All right, we'll be playing some balloons after the break. So that'll be it for Pokemon Emerald today. We're gonna focus on taking another black border off of the list. And this time it'll be an easier stage, I swear to God. And we'll be able to talk about more of this stuff. So if you want to talk about anything, come up with some topics and balloons will be the perfect opportunity to do it. Stray was released but had no chance. Yeah. Charming game, no chance. People should do like a rankings of games that came out by year. It'd be really difficult because there's so many games that are released. But like if you were to have a cap at like amount of games that got over a certain amount of sales, or like, that'd be a good podcast. It would. But you'd have to have some criteria, right? Because like hundreds, if not thousands of games are released every year. So how could you like filter out the nonsense ones? It sold 1 million units? Dude, Cult of the Lamb sold more in a week than Star Wars Outlaws did in a month. If that isn't an indication of how well Outlaws did, I don't know what is. All right, and I will leave things there, good people. Thanks so much for stopping by and chatting it up. And I appreciate you hanging out with our Pokemon shenanigans. Cult of the Lamb is just better? Yeah. Yeah, it really is. Like, no question. Ubisoft has not made a good game for years. They just haven't. Well, actually, Prince of Persia, that was a good game. Did they support it? Nah. Nah, that studio's been shut down. Type if Blizzard and I should get a free tier 3 subscription forever. I didn't type it though. Ooh. Messaging and typing are different things. I win. Nuh-uh. 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 Semantics. Oh, what is that? The timer's going off? Oh no, I have to shut down the stream. Oh, that's such a shame. Oh no, oh, I can't give you, oh, I wanted to, but I couldn't. So I'm sorry. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll see you guys in an hour. Enjoy yourselves. Bye. Oh, so sad.